Since the beginning of time, it was written in the stones that one day a band would come. Well, that band has come, and now they're here to come again in your ear pussies.
Welcome to the show!
All right, horns up, metalheads. Time for another edition of Rockin' Metal Revival. I am me, he is you, and we are
all together.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, man. Pass that around, guys.
I can see the hookah lounge has been put to good use this morning.
Yeah, I woke up and took care of business.
Beautiful sunrise, wasn't it?
Yeah, nice. I didn't get up that early.
Hey, I talked to Corey last night from Uncontrolled Noise. Lots of requests coming in for the Veronica Freeman.
Oh, nice. Good.
Solo stuff. Yeah.
Cool.
So
very cool.
Remember, get out and pick up your new CD, veronicafreeman.com. I know that's...
yeah, that's the best place to go to get stuff.
Exactly. Coming up on today's show, people have asked, what's KK Downing up to? So we got a hold of KK, and he's going to be on the show with us next hour.
No kidding? We're calling England?
We are calling bloody old England.
Bloody. It's not that bloody, is it?
No.
Not like
it.
Yeah.
No, it's not like
that time of the month.
Not like your prom date. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yikes.
All right, we got that. We got news you can't use, and what else we got? News of the weird. Lots of news of the weird.
Yeah, we got way too much to pick from. But,
hey, that's what we do. All right, kicking off today's show. I've been trying to get this song on the show for about a month now.
This show on the song?
Yeah, this song on the show.
Oh, okay. Seashells by the Seashore.
It's cloudy in here, dude. I can't hardly see the playlist. From the Dio years, here's Black Sabbath. This is Heaven and Hell. Sing along on Rockin' Metal Revival.
Yeah, it's a nice, pretty song.
There's Crocus and Long Stick Goes Boom on Rockin' Metal Revival. And they were just here not too long ago, touring the States.
Yeah,
dude,
a little tour. You figured they'd be able to play bigger places, but
yeah,
that kind of sucks.
I wish they would have came a little closer.
Yeah,
you know,
that would have been good, but.
That theater in Chicago is nice, man, but it sucks for you.
Yeah, I wasn't too happy with it.
Yeah.
But, oh well. You know, I got to hear it.
Yeah, we'll have to see him next time.
I always get to see the opening bands.
Yeah.
You know, everybody sits down for that.
Yeah, I know. I like your Enough's Enough t-shirt today.
Hey, man, they were pretty good.
Yeah.
They moved around and stuff. I could see it.
You liked all three of their hits?
Did they have... I thought it was all one song. Really? There was three of them?
Yeah, wow. Exactly, three of them.
Nice.
Wow, man, I seen you've been doing a little home improvement around here. You're regular Tim the Tool Man.
Yeah, got new windows put in. Not in here, though.
Yeah.
Because this window is special.
Well, we've tinted it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't get open, so... But yeah, did some remodeling around here.
Then you went to the Windy City. You've been a busy guy.
I went to Chicago, so I went to the Field Museum. That was pretty cool, man.
Did you learn anything?
I did, man, and I tried to I think I forgot it by now. But
did they have...
they had all these dinosaurs and shit. It was badass.
They have, like, the inventors of internet radio, Chris and Neely, where they have a...
Yeah, they had a whole special section on Neely, because he's in Chicago, so yeah.
And he's, you know...
He's famous as fuck.
And he's been around a long time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
He was in the Jurassic area.
Yeah, Marconi.
Yeah.
All right, so, hey, good week, lots of music coming up, lots of new music coming out. What'd you think of that new Lynch Mob I sent you the other day?
Dude, I haven't had a chance to listen to it. I got the new iPhone, I did the new iTunes, whatever that iMusic thing is, you know, and you got to turn off, I just figured it out this morning, you have to turn this thing off on your phone in order to put other music from, you know, from a different source onto it, and it's a fucking pain in the ass.
All right, well...
So, I haven't listened to it yet, but I will.
The new CD is called Rebel, and the new Lynch Mob features Jeff Pilson and Brian Tichy.
And then George Lynch just came out with an album.
Yeah, that's just a bunch of solo music. That's from our friends at Rat Pack.
It's like, holy crap, he's been busy.
He's been a busy guy.
Hell?
So we're going to play the first single off the new Lynch Mob. This is called Testify on Rockin' Metal Revival. Praise Jesus!
Hallelujah!
There's Hailstorm and I Get Off on Rockin' Metal Revival, and she's just did a thing with Corey Taylor from Slipknot and Stone Sour. They did a remake of the old Temple of the Dog song, Hunger Strike.
Really?
Yeah, fucking, it was very cool.
Have you heard it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't heard
I
it.
think Corey Taylor, I love it when he sings, man. I can't stand that Slipknot shit.
Yeah, I don't like the growl.
Yeah.
Yeah, not into that.
I mean,
but he can sing.
Yeah.
He can sing when he wants to, which I think he'd be much more better at.
Exactly.
I'd like it more, but who cares what I like?
What you like or what I like.
Yeah.
You know, hey, by the way, both of our listeners out there, we're
You're going to talk to both of them
yep,
at one time.
One time.
Wow.
Looking for a club.
Looking for a club.
Put Veronica Freeman in.
You got one club, right?
Yeah, pretty.
One?
Yeah, I'm in negotiations on that one.
Yeah.
It's kind of back and forth.
Yeah.
But we need place for Veronica to play. So if you can think anything, shoot me off an email, rockandmetalrevival@gmail.com.
Ooh, that's a good email.
Yep.
I should put that on our website.
Yep.
But
Don't do that. I'll get spam
then
like the
then
last
you get
time.
all your you're all
Last time we had the red at rmrshow.com.
Did it work?
Fuck, man. All I was getting was like penis enlargements and black singles and all that kind of stuff. I didn't need that stuff.
I bet you somebody was out there just.
Yeah, I bet you. I wonder who it was.
Oh, I wouldn't have any idea who could do something like that.
Trust me, man. I got your regular one. All right, so let's go to
Come on,
let's go to news of the weird. Stolen ATM machine.
Did it work though?
What?
The enlargement thing. Did you try it?
No, not yet.
It's just a magnifying glass.
It's this pump thing. I don't get it. Anyways, stolen ATM machine falls out of getaway van in Linwood, Washington.
Nice.
Authorities say that two thieves suspected of stealing a ATM machine from a business made it as far as the parking lot, but the machine fell out of the getaway car.
Nice.
Idiots.
They didn't plan for that.
No,
huh?
sheriff spokesman said Monday that deputies have recovered the ATM machine. They believe the two men backed up a white van to a business near Linwood in Washington around 11 a.m. Sunday, cut the cables to the ATM, and loaded it into their van. Deputies believe the machine fell out when the man drove too fast over a speed bump.
You guys always try to secure your load.
Yeah.
You know, before you go driving
strap your
off
load
with
in.
stuff.
Yeah.
Have that strapped in.
Yeah, exactly.
But man, you'd think you'd plan ahead for that. Take a truck.
Yeah.
You know, come on, guys.
Stupidity. All right, drunk driving suspect found
They would
naked.
have never got it open anyways. Probably.
No. Drunk driving suspect found naked on barn roof. Did that happen in Wisconsin?
Were you on a
No,
roof lately?
Pennsylvania. No, state. No, I never got
that
caught.
out-
I never
is that
got
out
caught.
at Jerk
This guy
Fest?
got caught. All right. State police say a drunken driving suspect ran away from the scene in central Pennsylvania crash, but was found on a nearby barn roof naked
Nice.
and arrested once he fell off the barn roof. Online court records don't list an attorney for 20-year-old Daquan Tate of Holliesburg. Police say that he faces drunken driving charges for crashing into a speed limit sign and a roadside mailbox after losing control of his car early Saturday. Police say that Tate kept driving until he again lost control of the car, hit an embankment, stopped along the shoulder of the road before he started running away. Police say that Tate didn't hurt himself when he fell off the barn roof. That's how hammered he was. He didn't try to stop his fall. You want to bet?
He wasn't smoking pot. I
No.
bet.
If he had been smoking weed, he'd have just like, all right, dudes, you got
Wow,
it.
man, I really shouldn't. If he'd have hit that speed limit sign, his car would have stopped.
Yeah, exactly.
He wouldn't have been going.
Well, he would have been going that
yeah,
fast. Yeah.
He'd been like, "Am I still moving?
Yeah. Dude, I'm hungry.
man.
Is there a White Castle around here?
When's this stop sign gonna change?"
Drunk man gets run over by train. Oh, wow. Doesn't even get hurt.
Wow.
Yeah. State
Nice.
police say a man escaped injury after being run over by a freight train while sleeping in the middle of the railroad tracks in upstate New Jesus. Troopers say 38-year-old Aaron Collins of Stillwater was highly intoxicated
I'm thinking, yeah.
when he went to sleep Wednesday night on the tracks near Rensselaer County, town of Scottica, 20 miles north of Albany, New York. Police say a Pan Am freight train, more than a mile long, approached around 10:30 p.m. The conductor spotted Collins on the track and stopped the train, but not before the first two engines passed over him.
Wow.
Jeez. That guy should buy a lottery ticket.
Man, holy crap, is he lucky. Jeez. But why? Oh, man.
Hey, were you in Michigan?
I might have been. Why? What?
A knife-wielding intruder. Knife-wielding intruder allegedly tells victims, "You're going to smoke some weed with me right now."
No, but if that happened, that'd be kind of cool. Break in your house, yeah.
Hey, a man in Cadillac, Michigan, where Kiss played Homecoming that one time. Yeah.
Maybe
had a shocking wake-up call early Wednesday. Probably was Gene Simmons Wednesday when a knife-wielding intruder insisted they get high together. The unidentified man was sleeping on the couch around 2:30 a.m. when another man woke him up and allegedly said, "You're going to smoke weed with me right now."
Yeah, God damn it. Got a bong? Got some papers?
I guess the police said that he was holding a 7-inch knife when he made this threat.
Jeez,
According to police, the victim managed to stall the forced pot-smoking bandit until the attacker put the knife down. At that point, the victim grabbed the weapon and ran to the next home where he banged on the door. Golnick said the neighbor, unaware of what happened next door or fearing for his own home was being invaded, called 911. Can you imagine it?
Man.
Dude, you're going to smoke this with me.
Or what, man?
Yeah.
Jeez. I mean, but maybe it would have been some good weed. He should have gave it a shot first. All right, put the knife down.
Yeah.
Where's the lighter?
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
You don't want to take all my shit and beat
Yeah.
fucking tie me up? Cool.
Yeah.
Let's just smoke some
smoke
weed,
some
bro.
weed, yeah.
I'm up with that.
Yeah.
Here, I got a couple beers. Hey, come on. Let's put on some fucking... Put something on the tube, man.
Yeah.
We'll just hang out.
Let's watch the wall.
Yeah.
L.A. burglar accidentally takes selfie with victim's phone.
Nice.
Oh, my God. Authorities in Los Angeles are looking for a burglar who accidentally made a selfie with the victim's iPhone. Police say the thief entered a home in Venice area through an unlocked door Saturday and grabbed the phone, but he accidentally activated the video app.
Nice.
The crook briefly recorded himself standing in the living room before he took off with the device. A woman and two 15-year-old girls were sleeping in the house, and they were not hurt. The owner of the phone remotely accessed the video, and police have released it. Authorities say they don't know the crook's name, but they know what he looks like.
Nice. What a dumbass. Stealing phones.
And last but not least, a New Jersey man sneaks into a home, hides under bed for 3 days.
3 days.
Police
Nice.
say a man sneaked into a New Jersey home, hid under the bed in a spare room for 3 days before the homeowner realized what had happened.
How the hell? What, is he getting up in the middle of the night?
I don't know.
Going and eating?
I don't know. He was charged with burglary in the incident, which occurred in May, but wasn't made public until this last week. He was charged with theft of services because he allegedly charged his 4 cell phones and an electrical outlet under the bed.
Nice. I'm just here charging my phones. These things take forever.
The man was to remain jailed Wednesday.
days?
$50,000 bond.
Dang.
His age and hometown have not been released and is not known if he has an attorney.
Yeah, that's kind of strange.
Too bad Johnny
man.
Cochran died, because...
Yeah. Hey, if it looks like a Chewbacca, it's a Chewbacca.
It's the Wookiee defense.
Yeah, the Chewbacca. Or was it the Wookiee?
Yeah, the Wookiee.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
One of those South Park ones.
So that winds up News of the Weird. Coming up, we've got News You Can't Use, talking real metal. And then next hour, we're going to talk to KK Downing, one of the original members of Judas Priest, and look forward to that. KK is always cool to have on the show.
Oh, yeah. Nice guy.
All
Good
right.
shit.
Coming up on an upcoming show, we're going to have Mark Torin from Bullet Boys. So what do you say we play some old school Bullet Boys?
Sure.
All right. From their...
Is this Trump song?
Yes. This would be
song.
their...
Donald Trump. This is what he should be fucking coming out to and
at
stuff.
all his rallies.
Yeah.
It's the Bullet Boys. This is For the Love of Money on Rock and Metal Revival.
Here's your latest hard rock and metal news on Rock and Metal Revival.
All right, metalheads, it's time for Talking Real Metal. News you can't use. Grab the kids around the stereo speakers and...
If you could just answer me one question. What the fuck?
Exactly. The what the fuck button's back. Excellent.
I found it.
All right. Did Tony Iommi get inspiration for Black Sabbath's Paranoid riff from an obscure Michigan band called Half-Life?
I listened to it. Nope.
All right. Jerry
Nope.
says no.
Nope. Not even that. Not that similar.
Okay.
No.
Dee Snider says the music industry needs to start from scratch and create a whole new playbook. I kind of agree with that.
Yeah, they do with fucking streaming music and shit now. Yeah.
Gotta find a new way to pay the artists.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're getting screwed. They're
Yeah.
getting screwed big time in the way
Things are working
now.
out, yeah. Sebastian Bach throws his mic and storms off stage during a Pittsburgh concert. I read a thing where it says he is not made to play small clubs. He is meant to be singing in arenas.
Yeah, with that amazing voice of his, he is.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you know, until you can get back with your old band, that ain't going to happen.
Maybe you should bring your own mic to the shows, too, you know?
Quit ruining other people's equipment.
Yeah, really. 'cause
Fucker.
That was the second mic that wouldn't work for him.
Yeah.
So it's like, come on, dude. Bring your own. Why
Either
don't you
that
have
or
this fucking
get-
gold microphone.
Yeah, or get Duracell to sponsor your tour so you can have good batteries in it.
Yeah. Like
Good
your
idea.
vibrators.
Like your vibrator your old lady's using.
Yeah.
All right. Slayer's Kerry King joins King Diamond on stage in New Jersey to perform Merciful Fate classic.
I thought he didn't do covers. He didn't go up and play with Metallica when they did the whole Big Four thing. He
No.
didn't go up on stage and play.
No,
What's up with that?
I don't know. Maybe he's getting soft in his old age.
That could be.
Dave Mustaine says Kiko Loria is the first Megadeth guitarist since Marty Friedman that really intimidated him.
Play. He must be good.
He must be good.
I'm looking forward to hearing this new album, hearing what he can do.
Wow. Hey, here's your see one of your old buddies is back on the market. Poison drummer Ricky Rocket files for divorce from wife of 7 years. His wife is hot.
I didn't know he married a woman.
Oh, she's hot, dude.
Oh, okay.
I'll show you some pictures later.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Are you the reason they're breaking up?
No, that's that Miranda Lambert thing.
Oh.
I'm getting blamed for.
Oh, okay.
All right. Slayer's Kerry King says it's a slap in the face when
You
he's
got to
quotes
quit
are-
sending those massive dick pics to those chicks, man. You're
like
just
the-
driving
yeah,
them crazy.
Exactly. When his quotes are taken out of context, turned into headlines.
Oh, Carrie.
Yeah, I could see that would piss you off.
Yeah, it happens constantly,
Look,
man.
yeah.
They just take a little bit of a sentence and put that up there, and
Run with
yeah,
it.
all of a sudden you're saying some.
That's the same news
weird
outlet
shit.
that won't post our shit.
Which I don't mind.
I don't care. Yeah. Def Leppard's Vivian Campbell doesn't want to be associated with the clown Donald Trump.
Yeah, because he's supposed to introduce them in Iowa or
Yeah.
something when they play Iowa, and he's like, "The fuck is this about?"
Viv should get a hairpiece like Don.
Ooh, no,
Okay.
no.
Queensryche
I
to
don't
release
think so.
Condition Human
They don't.
album in October.
They have to kill a raccoon.
Yeah.
To do that. Do a hair like that.
Hey, Queensryche going out on tour with the Scorps.
Oh, I saw that, man.
Yeah.
I'm all in on that. I'd go to that.
Rob Halford says collaboration with Lady Gaga is still on his bucket list.
Yay! Can't wait for that. I'm
Yep.
putting that on mine.
Yeah.
To listen.
I'm not even gonna.
Well, that's
I'm
on
not
my
even-
bucket list to listen to it.
I'm
Yeah.
not even going to
Not
comment
gonna
on
happen. Not gonna happen.
Gene Simmons thinks Kiss will record another album. Paul Stanley says they won't.
So the odds are Gene's doing a solo.
Yeah,
album.
Gene's gonna be doing a
It's
solo
gonna
album.
Suck.
Wasp recruits the Yngwie Malmsteen drummer Patrick Johansson. I want to see Wasp again, man. I haven't seen Wasp since, God, probably late 80s.
Yeah, I never saw him.
They're good on stage, man.
yeah.
They put on a good show.
Do they still throw meat at you? And
I
blood
hope
and
not.
Blood and all that, and
No, I think Guar took
Jerk
over
off
that
on you and
gig,
stuff?
You know.
oh
AC/DC drummer Phil Rudd charged of breaching home detention conditions.
yeah, he left.
Phil's lost his fucking mind.
He's done.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah.
Judas Priest, Glenn Tipton. I think there's another album in us. Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah, I'd be into that.
And Anvil launches pledge music campaign for Anvil is Anvil album.
I just got hit up on that on my phone.
Did you?
Pledge Music sent me a thing. Not gonna. I don't know. I
Holy
don't know.
God, man! Look how
Everybody's
much
doing the
news
pledge
you got
music.
here.
Everybody does the Pledge Music. Yeah, there's some stuff we didn't cover last time, I think.
No,
The
that's
News
just
of
old
the
ones.
Weird.
That's
Yeah.
just no. All right.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, that winds up talking real metal. And what do you say we play some old school Maiden, man? I've been listening to a lot of old school Maiden right now.
Yeah?
Yeah. Why don't we do something off Killers?
Oh, nice.
here's
nice.
huh?
Here's a bass part I love.
There you go. Here's Wrathchild talking to KK Downing next hour right here on Rockin' Metal Revival.
This portion of Rockin' Metal Revival is brought to you by
See, everyone on the internet copies music from their CDs, and then we can download them for free and play them on the computer. All right, cool. Let's download some Metallica and some Stevie Wonder. Oh, Kenny's right. We should download some Judas Priest, too. Judas Priest. Wow, downloading music for free is awesome. What the hell is that? I don't know. Let me check.
Freeze, FBI! Down on the ground! Down on the ground!
There's the Hellion Electric Eye on Rock and Metal Revival. And, Jerry, that takes me back to the good old days of riding around with my cassette tape blaring in my car, listening to some old Judas Priest.
Yeah,
and,
man. Good stuff.
Back to when times were simpler. And a few years ago, you had the honor to have KK Downing on the show with us. And, and we have got him back.
Nice.
We are proud to welcome KK Downing back to Rock and Metal Revival. Welcome to the show.
Hi, you guys. Hi, Red. Hi, Jerry. Hi, San Antone. Hi, America. It's KK all the way from the UK, saying a big hello to everybody, and lovely to be able to speak to you.
Well, you know, it's been a while since we last talked to you, since your departure from Judas Priest. A lot of the fans want to know what have you been up to? What's going on in the life of KK Downing?
Well, having a nice. Well, I'm not going to call it a holiday, but hopefully a bit of a sabbatical, a bit of a rest. 40 years of pounding the floorboards. It was a long haul, but extremely enjoyable. Obviously met a lot of great people. Obviously a lot of great fans over the years, and it's been a fantastic, rewarding opportunity that I had, really. So, so chilling out, kicking back. Been doing a few things, really. People say to me, "Oh, don't you miss it? You know, the music business." I'm saying, "You've got to be kidding me." There isn't a day go by where something doesn't happen, and I'm glad to say, for example, this interview is just it's fantastic to stay in touch.
Well, you know, people probably wonder when someone, I mean, Judas Priest is a legendary band, and when you retired, people wonder, well, what's KK going to do? Are you going to do music on your own? Are you going to go play golf? Well, what are you going to do? Have you just been resting, relaxing, trying to, see what life's all about after 40 years on the road?
I think so. It's exactly that, really. I thought I couldn't remember the last time I saw the seasons change. You know, in England, spring, summer, autumn, and winter. One thing, but when I actually added everything up, there was so many reasons, really, why I decided to, not continue. And I'd say time moves on, and you get to a certain age, and you tend. Another reason is time does get shorter as you get older. When obviously a lot of the listeners out there won't be the age that I am, but I can promise you, when you get to a certain age, you start to think, that things are zipping by, and so it's time to, take a bit of a step back, and I'm thinking about spending a little bit of time, with the family and stuff like that, and not exactly living a normal life, but get in tune with reality again, because, as I say, it's almost like an amazing fantasy world to live in the world of that I had been living in. But it was time not to continue to be selfish and just put a bit of time into other people that have supported you over the years.
So do you still pick up the Flying V and crank up the Marshall? And
well, I'm in my office now, and I've got, let me have a look, I can see 3 guitars and a 100-watt Marshall stack. Well, actually, there's only one 4x12, but... and I've got a little Marshall combo amp, and then this is all cluttering up my office. But I don't pick them up too often, but inevitably, I've been involved with quite a lot of musicians, obviously, helping out a little bit and doing some stuff, and, tabbing out Priest guitar solos for them. And but I was helping out a young band called Hostile, who just actually got off tour not too long ago, doing a UK leg with the great, magnificent Machine Head, and that was fantastic for them. I actually produced their first album and wrote a song for them, and they're just doing their second album. Just young guys, young guns from my hometown, just helping out a little bit here and there, and and just doing things for local musicians if I can help them along a little bit.
Well, I've been keeping track with you on your website since you left the band, and I guess my question for you, KK, is do you have any contact with Glenn Tipton? I mean, you guys were partners for a long time cranking out the music for Judas Priest.
Yeah, I can't say, well, there is some contact, but it's mainly, obviously, emails these days. Obviously, the guys have been extremely busy since my departure, and doing a lot of things. I think they've done 2 world tours and a very lengthy album, and I know how much time that takes. So it's all good. It's all good. And I think the guys actually just played Download Festival here in the UK on the weekend with a bunch of other bands. So the Priest is still alive and still rocking.
Well, I was just the other night watching the DVD of the US Festival back when you guys tore that up. Is there one memory, KK, from your days in Priest that really stands out, that one show that you will always remember?
Well, yes. There's been lots of them, guys. The US Festival was certainly special because obviously it was the biggest collection of rock fans, in the history of the history, as far as I know. I mean, I was there. The only way we could get in was a fun ride on a helicopter to get in and out of there. But obviously being on there, it was a fantastic lineup and a very, very, very special memory. But I remember I've got and the whole band do very, very special memories, obviously, of the area that you're in. San Antonio was fantastic to us back then,
So I saw you open for Kiss back in 1979, and I was just a huge Kiss fan. I had never heard of Judas Priest, and when I left that show, I couldn't care less about Kiss. I was just blown away.
Was that in San Antonio?
No, we saw you in Madison, Wisconsin in September of 79.
Yeah, I remember that too. That was great, and I think that's what I miss, really, those days when we were out there and we were seriously hungry and the industry and everything was thriving and everything was gung-ho, and it was majestic to be, to come over from Britain and take on the fantastic acts that America had to offer. It was like a war zone, really. And the Priest attitude was, let's go out there and get them, let's take this territory, and it was fun and it was great, and to be able to play with so many wonderful artists, and we were over there even on that first tour. We even did a gig over there with Led Zeppelin. There was Alice Cooper, obviously REO. There was tons and tons of bands, and Kiss too. And I might add that the gentlemen from Kiss, the band, they were absolutely wonderful to us young guys out there, and I do thank them for that. And obviously, we've met up many times since that initial tour, and I hope we'll always remain obviously good friends. They are genuinely good guys.
Well, KK, we're not far from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We're probably 6-7 hours from there. And what really burns us is bands like yours, like Judas Priest, who have been staples in the world of metal music, are not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Do you think Judas Priest will get there someday?
Well, I certainly hope so. But everything comes to us in the end, I guess, and hope. There's been as hard and as workers and as a prolific a band as we've been producing material and tours for so long. It was not as though we really, really care about winning Grammys, but lots of other bands do. And we're thinking, why do we get pushed to the back of the queue? So I guess the Hall of Fame, there's still a lot of fantastic bands that have still not been, been let into the Hall of Fame, but I guess that everyone's turn will come.
I wanted to talk to you about Jugulator and Demolition. What do you think of those albums now, looking back with Ripper?
Yeah, it was a fantastic period. We loved it. It was a challenge, and I would definitely say Jugulator in particular. I know it's one of those things. That album gets cited now by so many of the young musicians as being, the album that actually got them. I mean, the young lads from Hostile, for example. Mm-hmm. That was the first time they ever saw Priest. And they're just crazy about that album and think it's the Bible of riffs. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. There was a lot of stuff on there that was tongue-in-cheek. But certainly, I've played it recently along with other Priest albums. And I think that, if the one thing that Priest had that other bands didn't have was that we were never afraid to introduce versatility with our metal, whether it was Nostradamus, Point of Entry, whether it was Turbo, whether it was Jugulator, whatever it was, we always said that we were proud to be able to, and want to be able to push the boundaries of rock and metal as far and wide as possible, to gain, a bigger acceptance from listeners, to get on board and see and to see what our genre of music had to offer, and I guess not as though that's the main reason we were so versatile. I think in our recordings, but it was just for ourselves as well. I think is the fact, just out of curiosity to see exactly what we could bring to the table. Mm-hmm. Unlike a lot of bands that very much stick in the groove that they feel their comfort zone is, Priest, we would change guitar sounds, we would change a lot of things in the way that we presented our material, and proudly, for better or for worse, you have to take the rough with the smooth, with some critique along the way, but when I look back on our career, I'm quite proud of the fact that the wide variety of what we actually, introduced everyone to.
So was it kind of like the movie Rockstar was kind of based off of you guys and finding Ripper? Was that accurate? Did you have a chance to see that movie? If it was...
Yeah, I think I did see it once. What happened was, I think that they set out to do something that was pretty much an exact documentary of exactly what happened, because they actually wanted Priest to be involved with the movie, but we decided that we didn't think it was right for us. Mm-hmm. And so without our involvement, I think that they lost some license to say and do and act certain things, so they actually made quite a departure, I think, in their presentation from the reality. So in actual fact, I didn't see too many comparisons really that were that accurate to what had happened, in Priest, or shall I say, Ripper's story.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, hey, KK, we get asked from a lot of our friends who are Priest fans, what you're up to and all this. Do you have a message for the Priest fans out there? I mean, do you have something you want to tell them?
Yeah, I would say that, I would say that, guys, that, I've got, of course, my life on the road has been my life, and I still consider it to be my life. As I say, with all the miles I've travelled and all the gigs I've done and all the people I've met, to all the fans out there, obviously a big thank you for getting on board, and But because I'm not there, it's not the end of the world to say. As I said before, as far as I'm concerned, I couldn't envisage a world without the Priest, and Priest is still out there, putting out great performances. So, by all means, get a chance to see them if you can. And I'll say, please accept, without disclosing all of the reasons for my departure, it is what it is. I kind of miss the early days when it was fun, exciting, and every band was considered to be, virtual gods, and every band was good in those days. But things have moved on, times have moved on, and I say for myself, it's considering, other priorities that I felt I'd neglected for so long, and it's one of those things. I guess you get to a certain age and maturity kicks in, and reality and responsibilities, and I think that's it. But certainly, my life and career with Priest, I always thought that, irrespective of what anybody thinks about Nostradamus, if people don't get it, they don't get it. But I love it, and I think it's a great work of Judas Priest, and I think time will tell, and see that piece of work, have its day again, and I think that for me, I didn't think that Priest, for me, I think that would have been the right way to end a recording career for me, and I think that live gigs from there on would have probably been my chosen route, whether it was a world tour that never ended, a farewell tour, I mean, that probably never ended, and I think that was it, because so you get older, time becomes relevant, and to shut myself away in a recording studio for 3 years, I didn't think was the right for me, and so that was my decision, really, and that's pretty much the crux of it.
Okay, well, Jerry and I really love the song "Sinner," and we're going to go out of the interview with that song. Do you have any? Can you tell us a little bit about the story behind that and the whole gist of that tune?
I love the frickin' squeals and stuff you get on your guitar. It's crazy.
Well, I think that's it, guys. It's songs like "Sinner," like "Genocide," like "Victim," like I could name a million songs, whether it's Metal Meltdown or whether it's whatever, whether it's Run of the Mill or whether it's Rock Hard, Right Free, whether it's Painkiller itself or whether it's whatever it is. You name all of these songs, and that is the heavy duty task in today's day and age, is to be able to write songs with that amount of strength and character. It's not an easy job in this day and age, and I think for my own part is the fact that the Judas Priest catalogue is so extensive, it's so full of songs that we never even ever played live. As I said before, I think a better option for me would be to go out and play all of these songs to the fans, because I know me as a fan, when I go and see a favourite band, I want to hear the songs I know and love, and I've grown up with, and they're a part of me. It's hard to go there and listen to new material and enjoy it as much as something that, as I said, that you have such a great affinity and a memory of. But that's just me. So that's the take on that. But the song "Sinner," well, what can I say about that song? I mean, it really is Judas Priest. It's got Judas Priest all over it. And Judas Priest, Sinner. I can hear the audiences now chanting for that song, louder than the band was playing. And so it is out there, and I think I'm not sure if it's in the set list of current day Priest, but certainly should be in there in my view. Without Sinner on in the set list, there's something missing. But having said that, there's plenty of other good songs as well to fill in. But so you're going to spin the Sinner now, guys? Yeah,
we're going to spin Sinner right now. And KK Downing, it has been an honor and a pleasure to have you on our program today.
All right, you guys, you know how much I love you guys in the industry that you do, and like I say, without people like yourself, Red, Jerry, Priest wouldn't be what Priest is today, and I thank you guys as well, and of course all the fans listening out there. I love you guys to death, and I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere, and don't ever count me out because I'm around.
Right, there's some classic Priest, Beyond the Realms of Death on Rock and Metal Revival. Man, I haven't heard that in a long time, but I love that tune.
A classic.
Yeah.
Great tunes, man.
I've been sitting around since we talked to KK, listening to a lot of Priest. And you just keep hearing songs like, damn, I like that song, and wow, I forgot about that one. And
a lot of good albums.
A lot of great albums from Judas Priest. It was great to have KK Downing on the show, man. I mean,
sure, classy guy.
Very classy.
Yeah, he didn't know mudslinging.
Yeah.
Nothing like that.
Nope.
Honest, that's all you can ask for.
Just
man.
A good dude, man. Yeah. And he's welcome here anytime. I'd like to hear him maybe do something, maybe do a solo album or...
Yeah, he might get the itch, but man, I mean, when you've been doing something for that long, touring all the time, I mean, they had some time off when they were looking for a different singer and stuff, but still, man, that's it wears you out, man. I can see why he'd be fine with just chilling out.
Well, maybe if Ripper ever does another solo album, you can get KK to play on it.
That would be cool.
That'd be very cool, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
But we want to thank KK Downing.
That'd be fantastic.
Haven't heard that in a while.
I know.
All right. We want to thank KK Downing for coming on Rock and Metal Revival. As always, it's a pleasure.
That was very cool.
Very cool to have him on here. And next week, we're going to have Mark Torian from the Bullet Boys. And
no kidding.
I remember the first time I saw Bullet Boys, they were the opening act for a thing called the World Series of Rock at Alpine Valley.
Oh, yeah.
And the bands on that were Winger.
Your favorite. Yeah.
Stewart.
You really like that.
Was Bullet Boys, Winger, Tesla. Trying to think who else played that day. White Lion.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, it was really hairy.
Yeah, it was a big hair fest. Yeah. And I'm trying to remember who the other band was.
Was it a sausage? It wasn't a sausage fest at all.
No. There was chicks everywhere. That's what I loved about the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Big-haired chicks with big old... Never mind. All right. So, like I said, next week...
Attitudes.
Yeah, exactly. Mark Torian from the Bullet Boys coming on the show. They've got a new album out called Elefante. Go out and pick that up.
Good stuff,
Check it out, man. There's some killer stuff on that. We'll be playing some tracks off that next week. But right now, we're going to play one more Priest song before we get the hell on out of here. From the CD Point of Entry. Ooh. How about a little Heading Out to the Highway, brother?
What point is that?
It is, Talk to Kim.
Yeah, okay.
All right. All right. Until next time, don't drink and drive.
Smoke and fly.
Peace.
But not on the highway. Just stay at home and smoke and fly.
Exactly.
Flying while you're sitting around at home is cool. You cool with that?
I'm cool with that.
All right.
This brings to an end another edition of Rock and Metal Revival. If you enjoyed it, tell a friend. If you didn't, tell two. Until next time, this is Rock and Metal Revival.
So who put his hoo-hoo dilly in your cha-cha?
To catch the whole show of Rock and Metal Revival, all you have to do is check it out on these affiliates. Mega Rock Radios on Saturdays from 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and on Uncontrolled Noise Tuesdays at 1 a.m., Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and on Saturday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern on uncontrollednoise.com. And make sure that you leave them a message and tell them that you found Rock and Metal Revival on their stations. Enjoy this edition of Rock and Metal Revival.